BB for Hodie. This is Brother Asafo, Minister of Information of the New African Blood Brotherhood. Wanted to smuggle this message out from the belly of the beast. This is my address for Black August. We have entered into an era where the mask of so-called all-inclusive democracy has been completely ripped off, exposing the naked face of American fascism for the whole world to see. And in response, the government and its corporate benefactors and loyal minions of every hue are emptying its bag of tricks in a last-ditch effort to launch its weapons of mass deception, along with what is referred to more academically as strategic ambiguities, to reveal its underhanded methods of colonial rule. But as they say, the jig is up. The question now is, where does this leave black folks in the hoods of America? Well, what should be obvious to us all by now is that every foreign religion, including all alien spiritual systems, has not only shown themselves to be inept in solving the question of black oppression, but as its culprits. As well, integration or multiculturalism has proven to be an exercise in deception. The political machine and all its cunning machinations has ostensibly been weaponized against the hood. Entire black communities, like pieces on a monopoly board, are perpetually subject to gentrification or displacement at the whim of white corporate vultures. Economic instability has become a normalized mode of black folks' social existence. Black intergroup violence is at an all-time high. The European-led sexual dystopia that is disappearing many from the reservoir of our potential warrior class into an anti-human gender-confused frenzy is in full swing. America's prisons and jails are bursting at the seams with the bodies and souls of poor and black people. The militarized police force, like roving bands of slave-hunting mercenaries, have declared open season on unarmed black people, with ever-increasing draconian laws being enacted to both provide legislative cover for these police aggressions, as well as to render blacks even more vulnerable to them. It should also be mentioned that the demonic white record company owners and distributors, as well as immoral Hollywood executives, are the ones behind the eloquent ignorance and the degrading imagery being spewed over almost every airwave and acted out on our TV and movie screens by self-hating rappers and sellout actors and other spineless entertainers who have been recruited, often unbeknownst to themselves, as agents of black oppression to effectively aid in the destruction of their own race in exchange for today's equivalent of 30 pieces of silver, while at the same time demonizing African culture, the very source of our collective group empowerment and liberation. In effect, this is a war that requires the most far-sighted and courageous from among us to engage, while keeping in mind that many of our elders who once claimed to be revolutionaries have themselves succumbed to the pressures of our avowed adversaries, with some becoming effectively co-opted to a vapid counter-revolutionary reformist line, who now work overtime at trying to mislead potential warriors from the hood into accepting a sub-assimilation role in the system. Such former or fake revolutionaries can be readily identified by their empty ceremonial posturing and their insistence on advocating or promoting or even espousing views and behaviors that are antithetical to our cultural and political worldview, which often comes cloaked under a universalized pseudo-scientific heading, which at the end of the day is actually born of and ultimately intended to serve a neo-colonial agenda. And it is these kinds of abandonments, derelictions, and betrayals that has further eroded the trust that we once held secret among ourselves. The very trust that is needed in the now times to build solid black movements and institutions for our full and complete liberation. So moving forward, it is imperative that we be the ones, as our insurgent scholar and ancestor, Dr. Amos N. Wilson, once noted, whose souls are unsold to the devil. Therefore, we have to be the ones to restore the trust among those of us who have been chosen to honor the path of our honorable ancestors, who who have hurled themselves, mind, body, and spirit into the struggle for our true freedom. Also, as history has taught us, we don't need every so-called black person to join in this struggle, only the committed. After all, it was a small group of European devils and black traitors that caused our descent into this centuries-long wretched state of existence in the first place. Ow.